Hey, first graders, we are at the very end of our first math book. We're going to do the last two assignment pages in that book together today. It is our review and test of chapter 5. So we're going to do a little bit of everything that we've been doing so far here in chapter 5 with addition and subtraction and how they relate to each other before we move on to chapter 6. So if you need to go find those pages out of your math book, okay, again, they're the very last assignment pages. There are some pages after it in your math book that are a glossary, which is like all the vocabulary cards and stuff we've had before all in one place. And so, yes, this is what you're looking for, page 315, chapter 5, review/test, and it's the front and back of that page and the front and back of the second page. Okay, so pause if you need to and go get those. And if you're ready to go, then we will start looking at this together. Now, remember when we do these pages, you want to have both a pencil and a crayon. Okay, make sure you watch all the way through the end. And when we go back and check our work, make sure you are using a crayon to check your work as well. I want to see you marking your paper with the stars on the questions that you were able to reach your goal on, and stairs on questions that you are still working on. And if you're putting a stair, then I should also see your crayon being used to find the right answers or to mark the right answers, okay? So here we go. Number 1, there are 2 dogs in the park. Some more dogs come. Now there are 9 in all. How many dogs come? Okay, so you can put it both here in the bar model and also down here in the sentences. 2 dogs, blank come, 9 dogs in all. Okay. Number 2, which fact is a related fact? Okay, so look in here, we have 2 addition sentences already, and we have 1 subtraction sentence. What would be the 4th number sentence to be related? Okay, just fill in the bubble under the number sentence you believe is correct. Number 3, look at the facts. Are they related facts? Choose yes or no. So looking at these 2 number sentences, circle yes if you believe they are related, circle no if you think they are not related. Okay, let's switch to a crayon. And remember, if you ever need extra time on any of these questions, you can always pause and use the time you need. Okay, I will always leave a little bit of time, but you can pause whenever you need more time. Okay, so number 1, we're working with our crayon now. So if you have the correct answer, you'll put a star to show you reached your goal. And if not, then you'll put a stair to show it's something you're still working on. Okay, so looking at this bar model, I see the whole beginning to end is 9. And I see that that whole is broken into 2 parts up here. So that 9 is equal to 1 part, which is 2, and a missing part. Okay, so I'm thinking, how do I get from 2 up to 9? How do I make it balance on both sides? Because we know we can use related facts, I know I can also take away the part. So I can also go 9 minus 2 equals my blank. And then sometimes that might be easier for you to find the connection. Okay, so what is our missing part? If I have 9, I take away 2, I will be left with 7. So there are 2 dogs, 7 come, 9 dogs in all. Number 2, I see that 5 plus 3 equals 8, and I can add in any order, so 3 plus 5 is also going to equal 8. Then we come over here, we have the whole 8, so you can think of it with the families. Remember, if we have 8, is the whole family, but 5 goes to the store, 3 is left alone. The whole family is together again, we'd have 8, but 5 already went to the store, now it's 3's turn, and 5 would be left alone. So this is our right answer. Okay, you did not need to write it up here as well, but you did need to pick it correctly below to be able to get that star. Okay. Number 3, it says look at the facts. Are they related facts? Choose yes or no. Okay. I'm looking here at the subtraction sentence and I see the whole is 14. I look over here on the addition sentence and I see the whole is 14. So far they look related. Then I see parts of 6 and 8, parts of 6 and 8. So do they have the same whole? Yes. Do they have the same parts? Yes. So are they related? Yes. Okay. Go ahead and put your crayon away or down and pick your pencil back up. How did you do on that first page? How many stars did you get? Did you get 1, 2, 3, or maybe this time we didn't get any. And that's okay too. And remember, we're all working and growing together. Okay, let's look here. This is our next set of pages. So we are again going to be using our pencil first. Number 4. Tom sees 12 bees. I'm going to mark clues when I see them. Then 7 bees fly away. Ooh, away. How many bees does he see now? So Tom sees 12 bees, then 7 bees fly away. How many bees does he see now? Write a number sentence to solve. Then write an addition sentence to check. So you're writing 2 number sentences. The number sentence to solve the problem, 12 bees, 7 bees fly away, and an addition sentence to check your work. Okay, let's look at number 5. They used cubes, blue and red cubes, to find the unknown numbers. Write the numbers. It says 6 plus blank equals 16. Okay, what is the missing number? And then they show the related fact. 16 minus 6 equals blank. Okay, number 6. Which is the unknown number in these related facts? So we have 4 related facts here, 2 addition, 2 subtraction, just like usual, but we are missing one of the parts. What is the part missing? Is it 5, 7, 8, or 9? Okay, just fill in a bubble for which part is missing, and then you can put that number up in the squares to make sure it really does make sense here. Okay, next up on number 7, we're going to look for the clues as we're going, so we're ready to do our thinking. Joe has 7 blue marbles. A friend gave him 6 red marbles. How many marbles does Joe have now? Draw a picture to show your work. So you have to have a picture to be able to earn the star on this one. Joe has 7 blue marbles. A friend gives him 6 red marbles. How many marbles does Joe have now? Draw a picture to show your work. Then down at the bottom, Joe has blank marbles. Okay, number 8, choose all the ways that make 12. Remember our day of doing puzzles and making numbers in different ways? Well, here they are trying to make 12, so you're going to choose all the ways that make 12. There's more than one. Okay, number 9, is the math sentence true? Choose yes or no. So remember what the equal sign means. It doesn't mean find the answer, it means balance. So make sure you're looking at each side of the equal sign to see if they balance. If they balance, you'll pick yes. If not, you'll pick no. Okay. If you need more time, you can pause. But we're going to switch to our crayon and go back and check our work. Make sure you follow along and check your work as needed. Okay, we want to make sure that we are showing that we are understanding what changes we need to make. One of the best ways to learn something is to find your mistakes and fix them. And that helps make more connections in your brain on what you should be doing. Okay, so this part's very important that you follow along all the way. So back to number 4, it says Tom sees 12 bees and 7 fly away. So we're going to have 12 as our whole minus 7 because 7 fly away. And that will leave us with 5. Then to check your work, we would turn that back into an addition sentence. So we would do 5 plus 7 and make sure that that does equal 12. Now remember, we can add in any order, so you can also have 7 plus 5. Okay, you don't need both of these, you can just choose one of them. Either 7 plus 5 or 5 plus 7 equals 12. Okay, so give yourself a stare or a star. Remember to fix things if you need to with your crayon. Number 5, 6 plus blank equals 16. Well, this one should be pretty quick because we know what 16 means. What does 16 mean? A group of 10 and 6 more. Well, I already have my 6, so I need my group of 10. And if you look at the picture, I have 6 blues and I have 10 reds. So it does match the picture. 16 minus 6, so if those blues go away, I'd be left with just the 10 reds. Okay. Ooh, accidentally deleted that. 1, there we go. Okay. So 6 plus 10 equals 16. 16 minus 6 equals 10. Related facts. Number 6, which is the unknown number in these related facts? Blank plus 4 equals 13. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 9. Okay. 9 plus 4 equals 13. 4 plus 9 equals 13. 13 minus 4 equals 9. 13 minus 9 equals 4. Now remember that we can use different strategies to help us out. So like here on the subtraction, 13 minus 4, well, I can easily take away a 3 to get down to 10. And then I would need to take away one more to make sure I'm taking away the 4. Okay. So different ways you can solve whatever works best for you. You can use counters, you can use pictures, but I'm hoping you're working on those mental strategies and being able to just do them quick. Okay, so mark that stair or star. Let's look at number 7. Joe has 7 blue marbles, so we needed to show a group of 7. A friend gives him 6 red marbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do we have now? Well, you can see I made a group of 10 and 3 more, so I have 13 marbles. And your picture doesn't need to look like mine. You could have it done a different way, but you do need to have a picture and the number 13 to be able to get the star. Okay, so if you needed to add a picture or you forgot to write the 13 or we had a different number, then you'll need to put a stair and fix it with your crayon. Number 8, choose all the ways that make 12. Does 4 plus 8 make 12? Yes. Does 6 plus 5 make 12? No, 6 plus 6 would be 12, so 6 plus 5 is only 11. So we're going to, I started marking it. So we're going to leave that one empty. Okay, 5 plus 5 plus 2, does that make 12? 5 plus 5 is 10. 2, bump out the 0, that would be a 12. Okay, so those are the 2 that we should have chosen. If those 2 are what you chose, then you can put a star. Otherwise, put a stair and fix your work. If you chose 6 plus 5, you can just draw a line through it with your crayon. Okay, number 9, is the math sentence true? Choose yes or no. So looking at each side of the equal sign. 7 plus 2, that is 9. But this side isn't just a 9, it's 9 minus 2, which is only 7. So that one is no. Does 9 equal 6 plus 3? Is 6 plus 3 a way to make 9? Yes. Okay, 5 plus 4 equals 4 plus 5. Ooh, they just showed adding in any order, so we know that is going to be yes as well. You can add in any order, it will stay balanced because the sum won't change. Okay, so mark that with star or star. How did you do with that? Okay, those balancing equations can be a little bit tricky if you don't pay attention to the whole thing. So make sure when we see an equal sign, we're looking at either side of it fully and looking at all the pieces on either side of it to make sure we are finding what we need. Okay. Okay, let's go to the back of that second page now. We're just here at the end already. Okay. Number 10. Anne has 14 white socks. And look for clues. Bill has 6 white socks. How many more white socks does Anne have than Bill? Okay, so we're comparing Anne and Bill. Many more than. We don't know how many more than. That's what we're finding. So, so keep that in mind when you're writing or drawing to show your work. Okay. I'll read that one more time. Anne has 14 white socks. Bill has 6 white socks. How many more white socks does Anne have than Bill? Okay. 11. Alma has 5 crayons. Her dad gives her 7 more crayons. Look for those clues. How many crayons does she have? No. Now, use a related fact to check your answer. Alma has blank crayons. Write a related fact to check. I'll read that one more time. Alma has 5 crayons. Her dad gives her 7 more crayons. Ooh, there's another clue. More. How many crayons does she have now? Use a related fact to check your answer. And finally, on number 12, Julia buys 12 books. She gives 9 books away. How many books does she have left? Julia buys 12 books. She gives 9 books away. How many books does she have left? Okay, let's switch to our crayons so we can check our work. Back on number 10, Anne has 14 white socks. There's lots of ways we could do this. I am going to choose to draw a picture. Whoa, 14. Okay, Bill has 6 white socks. How many more white socks does Anne have than Bill? So I'm comparing these and seeing what's left over. And I can see there are 8 left over. Now, another way you could have chosen to do that is just say, hey, the greatest number here is 14, because that's what Anne has. And I know Bill has 6, so we're going to find how those are different. Okay, and we could just do it that way. 14 minus 6 equals 8. Okay, and maybe you drew a picture to go with that. But here we know what our what both people have when we're comparing, and so we can use subtraction. If we don't know what both people have when we're comparing, then we use addition. Okay, so if it said Anne has 8 more socks than Bill, and Bill has 6, then we would add the 6 and 8 to find what Anne has. Does that make sense? Okay, so you have to think about what information you have and what information you need. Okay, so as long as you have a picture or some type of writing in the box, as well as the answer 8, you get the star. Okay, if you left the box empty and just wrote the 8, no star. We have to put a star and write down some clues to help us. Okay. Number 11, Alma had 5 and her dad gives her 7. So we did 5 plus 7 because she got more. Okay, and that would be 12 crayons. You didn't need to write the number sentence over here. You just needed to find the answer, okay? But you did need to then take that information and turn it into a subtraction sentence. So if you found the answer 12 and then wrote 12 minus 7, then you get the star. If you missed a piece there, then fix it with your crayon and put a star. Remember, part of learning and growing is being able to explain why you know something. And so that's why they want you to do these number sentences to check your work or draw pictures and things like that, to show that you really do understand what's happening. Okay. Number 12, Julia buys 12 books. She gives 9 books away. How many books does she have left? So 12 is the whole. You can see that on the bar model. 12 goes from beginning to end. One part is 9, and we're finding the missing part. So it's 12 minus 9 equals blank, or maybe you're thinking 9 plus blank equals 12. Okay, you didn't have to write any of those down, but that's what you should be thinking about, is how do we make the whole 12 when the part we have is 9? And what's the missing part? It is 3. So if you have that, you get that final star. If it's something that we need to keep practicing, then we'll put the star. Okay, that's the end of chapter 5 and the end of this book 1 of math. And so you can keep the book, the rest of the book, and the vocabulary there at the end if you would like, or you can just put it in your recycling bin and get it out of the way. That's fine too. But I hope that you enjoyed chapter 5. I like chapter 5 because I like seeing those patterns and those relationships. And we will come back and use all of this fun information we've learned about adding and subtracting in chapter 6 in January. And we will be working on adding and subtracting with even bigger numbers. Are you ready for that? It's going to be good. Okay, see ya.